Everyone, welcome back to another episode of Surviving Mars. Last episode, when we left off, we were getting this medium dome underway. We were going to move our scientists into here, so this becomes a science dome. We had our kids dome set up, so we're pumping out kids. Now, I noted in the previous episode that it's important to have growth, but at the same time, you want to keep it controlled. And so that's what I'm setting out to do here. I want to keep things steady and under control. I don't want things getting too out of hand. So we're going to take this nice and slow here. And I may want to keep putting up some solar panels, maybe expand the solar farm down here to keep that sweet science coming in. I was still toying around with the idea of going after the mohole. It's, in my experience, especially when you don't have a whole lot of things that require machine parts for maintenance, notably your concrete extractors, even your wind turbines to an extent. Machine parts are fairly easy to come by. It feels like they pump them out at a much faster rate than, like, say, electronics or polymers. So I think going after that mole hole is actually a good idea. So I think we're going to shoot for that. So I still want to do deep metal extraction. I think I still want to do water reclamation. I don't know about these, because, like, the sooner we get started on this, the better. I'll chew on that a little bit. We got a little bit before deep metal extraction is finished, which will open up this deposit here, and I still got these two down here. So we'll definitely move some geologists down here so these can get extracted. I wonder if this is actually... Oops. Shoot. Well, I think what I did is I placed this dome before I had discovered this deep metal deposit, so I may place a smaller basic dome there. Let's create some more solar panels. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then, just to make sure they're all connected, I'll do this. Then I'll put some smaller ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Building's not working. So what I did is I turned the shift on, but I X'd out all the work slots, because when you set up... Oh, maybe that didn't work. What I was going to say is that when you set up your shifts, the university determines how many work slots are available, and I think it used to work that if these were taken, the university would say, hey, there's 4 geologist slots that need to be filled up. But either I think that was changed, or it's just I saw it earlier, but that is no longer the case. So forget I said anything. So I think I'll open this one, because I do want to get some geologists getting pumped out, but as you can see, we've got a lot of engineers to catch up with. I know eventually I want to do tribal electric scrubbing, because and I'll show this when I do discover this, but you can basically cut your maintenance costs down to 0. At least outside, and depending on what kind of domes you build, even inside the domes, there's a neat little trick. Not really a trick, because, like, it's something that's known, but still, it's a very powerful tool to use to cut down on maintenance costs. But I think that I'm gonna let these go through, just because they're fairly low cost and research points, and then I'm gonna go after Project Mohole. Large scale excavation, the excavator usually I find, especially when you do waste rock liquefaction, where drones turn waste rock into concrete, this is kind of unnecessary because I find out that concrete is something that you tend to have a lot of, depending on the map you're playing, of course. But so where's this guy? So yeah, my shuttles are going out. It was working earlier. I think it's one of the mods I have. It's the like 15K distance. Sometimes it will let you just like scroll back out. Other times it won't. Yeah, I think they're coming to grab these. My transport's doing its thing. So right now, so I think I do want to put a water reclamation spire here. How many botanists do I need? So comfort is pretty good in this dome. I mean, we've had 18 children be born so far, so that's not too shabby. We're getting cranking on electronics. Yeah, I think by the time we discover the mole hole extractor, we should be very close to that 300 threshold. So I'm not terribly worried about that. Let's start ferrying resources over here. I'm not going to build it yet because, like I said before in one of my other episodes, if you build something and then turn it off, it will still accrue that maintenance bar. So by the time like you're ready for it to actually start working, you'll need to repair it first before you start working even once. So I'm just going to get all the resources ferried over here first. And then I'm going to stop the construction. Just so I have them all there and set and ready to go. Let's see. How are we doing? So we have 4 kids. We've got Quantum. Oh boy, I bet he got bullied on the playground.
Research complete.
As long as I don't have any idiots. I think I may want to set that up just in case I get an idiot. I want them staying in this dome. Because idiots have a chance to break stuff and require maintenance right away. So I don't want them to do anything that would cause them to break. So we got construction nanites. Again, one of those techs that, not terribly exciting. And I want to start getting plasma cutters is good. Mars Nouveau is good. And waste rock liquefaction is good. If not just, I'm kind of like a, OCD isn't the right term, but I like it when like I don't have waste rock sitting around. Which is why I have the mod that increases the dumping sites to 5,000. Just because I don't want to like spam dumping sites all over the place. And I wonder if... Looks like a lot of drones are just doing nothing. So I'll exit out of that. Storages. So let's place one right there. There we go. 3 buildings not working. Oh, this one's not working. That's fine. I don't need this to work right now. That one's not working. That's fine. And then, ooh, this one, shoot. I shouldn't have had that get built. But it is what it is. So this will be my baby making dome as well, because What people really go gaga for is the art workshop. For some reason, they are pretentious little Martians.
Research complete.
And they think their taste in art is better than yours. So therefore they like stuffy pieces of art. So they can get that here in the art workshop. Do I not have any metals? I think we ran into this problem last time where I had a bunch of metal all around the map, like in these little pallets. And that's where all my metal is, and it's not anywhere near my base. We have the electronics, we have the polymers to spare, so I think I'm going to start getting these shuttles, 3 more shuttles, so they can start ferrying iron or metal back to my base. Which is why these aren't getting built. Yeah, I should have planned for that a little bit better. And I didn't. I mean, because it's easy to like look at, oh, hey, look, I got 715 metals. Well, it's got to be in range too. I think I'm going to go ahead and turn this one off.
Research
Just because I don't want another source of metals taken away from where I actually need them. So it's this one, water reclamation, rare metals extractor. I think I'll turn this off for right now. So we got Project Molehole going. I then want plasma cutters because I want rare metals so we can get more money. And then I want to do this. And this one, the artificial sun is sweet, especially when paired with hypersensitive photovoltaics and the superconducting computing. Because then what you do is this. So it provides light for nearby solar panels during the dark hours and heats the surrounding area. And it only requires an initial setup of like 300 water. But after that, it doesn't require any water. So what you do is you surround this with solar panels, and especially with the research that we have, the hypersensitive photovoltaics that increase solar panel power by 100%. It works out to be a pretty nifty combo there. I think I might put that like right here. Let's see, what else we got? How are we on prefabs? Don't have any drone hub prefabs. We don't have any evaporator prefabs. I think I may want to get the moisture farming going. And then maybe drone printing. Or maybe I want the shuttle speed and the shuttle cargo capacity. Oh gosh. Choices. Let's do... let's do the shuttle speed. So we got a lot of big research projects going on. Now I think we're just waiting on the whims of these shuttles to ferry these metal deposits back and forth. Yeah, for some reason... Okay, what's my transport doing? Why are you going up there? Where are you going? You're dumping resources over here for some... Oh, because I have a depot over here. That's probably why. Yeah, because I don't want him bringing metals back to the depot. I want him bringing metals back to... That's probably one I missed. Yeah, I want him bringing metals back to my base. I don't want him bringing back to the depot. And I think that even though there's not a depot here, the shuttles will still pick them up. No, they won't. I might then want to go for rover printing and get myself another explorer or a transport. Or I could just bring one over in my rocket. I think I'll do that. Let's get another transport. Let's get some more drones. Number 10. Or get 10. We're good on machine parts. I want electronics. I think I want polymers. Let's grab another evaporator. Just in case. Yeah, we just gotta wait for kids to get older. We got 1, 2. We got 2 kids. So we're good on food. That's why I like getting food. Like, you don't have to get food going as early as I did, but I like getting food going just because, like, once you get it going, these last forever, right? And they don't really require any, like, looking to or looking after. So you can just kind of build up an initial stock of food and it doesn't go away and you're pretty much set until, like, later on. So it's just one less thing to, like, worry about. So, yeah. I want this because this is going to be cover crops. Because, again, for some reason, it skips this first one whenever someone's actually working here. Goes to the second one and then does the third one. So, yeah, by the time we finish Mohole, we're gonna have our 300 machine parts. We're very close to it. And then when we get our rocket landing here shortly, we'll have another transport, and we'll get that transport getting some trade routes going. Okay. So let's follow this guy, see where he goes. I want to say he'll probably go here and start taking care of these. But let's look for
Electrostatic dust storm approaching.
Oh, great. Let's look for any storage areas that I may have missed, because I think I grabbed all the metal on the bottom part of the map. But we still have the polymer. That's not metal.
Cable fault reported.
Yeah, I don't have any more storage areas left. Let's land our rocket. Right there is good. Let's see how we're good on water, good on oxygen, good on power. Wasn't really worried about the power. Do I? Yeah, I don't have any metal to fix that. But I'm generating so much power anyways that... But I do need this to get fixed, so I need some metal. Let's have you auto-gather. Because I need some metals pronto. Actually, let's do you manually just so that we can get some metal. Go transport route. All, just in case there's materials there other than metals. We'll bring it back here. 2. You know what would be really useful is that there's a tech that all your
Cable fault
extractors,
pipe leak
like your rare metals and your regular metals extractors, can work without colonists. That's a really useful. I forget what the name is called, but it works at like 50 performance, and that's something that you can just kind of like set it and forget it, which is nice. Yeah, let's amplify that. Because again, power is nothing to me right now. I've got so many power generators, it's ridiculous. How are my shuttles doing? So, yeah, so I guess buying those 3 extra ones wasn't really useful because I had to get rid of the storage depots anyways. But it is what it is. But I need to get these pipe leaks fixed. We got metal here. Come on. Come on, Droney Drones. Let's get to work. Oh, this is...
Cable fault reported.
Yeah, we need to fix the pipe leaks at least. At least. And I need to figure out... Oh, I didn't know I had these getting built. Ah! Could have sworn I stopped building on all these. I'm pretty sure that's why my metals was going down too. It was like I had stuff like 8 different things getting built at once and I didn't... I swear I thought I turned this off. Must be going crazy. It's the only logical explanation. This is ready to go, but I think I want it filled with rare metals. And I might as well get this upgrade now. It's just 2 polymer. And then let's put a dumping site. No, I have a dumping site here. I'll just move it down. Yeah, I could have sworn I paused this because it was at like 18.5 metals out of like 20, and yeah, so this is slowly gonna. So it just went from 1% to 2%. It's slowly gonna work its way up,
Cable fault reported.
which I didn't really want, but it should be fine. Probably gonna lose this person soon because you can tell with the gray hair they're a senior. I do like it how they did make it so that each life level, life stage, they do have a different like avatar. So this person is a youth. And you can kind of tell like they look a little bit more youthful compared to like a regular adult, like that, and that. And then, but I don't know if there's a difference between like adult and middle age because I don't really think that matters. And then when they turn a senior, they get like gray hair and stuff. So I like that you can easily tell for the most part the difference between the age levels. So I thought that was a neat little touch there. God, no. Again, like I could have sworn that I turned these off. I didn't want these getting built. And the dome's off. I think I do want to have this rocket take off before the dust storm hits. Yeah, our food's great. Concrete will be okay. Like, I can get it from other sources if I really need to. And I got this kind of going, so... Although it probably wouldn't be feasible. Yeah, like, this is not a very big deposit to pull from. Maybe there's enough. Well, looks like I'm waiting. Crap. Man, I am just really struggling this episode. Oh boy. How many kids? So we got geologists. So I think what I was thinking is that it'll count the open slots even if the building is off. So, but not if you close them manually. But we are losing some people. Maybe next rocket load I want to bring in some more colonists. Yeah, we're solid on oxygen. I'm trying to decide if I want to set up. I mean, the prudent thing to do, if I'm going to have these two domes down here, the prudent thing to do would be for them to have their own self-sufficient oxygen and water network. But I like having this number up here mean that that's the number I have available at all times to any of my colonists. So I think it's worth it in terms of maintenance of the pipes to have everything interconnected. I mean, if it was something like really ridiculous from like this area here to like over here, then I wouldn't do that. But because like I'm in this bottom right quadrant here, I think I want everything connected. So I'll do that. And once I get the technology, I'll definitely put some, meteor lasers here and about. Let's turn this off so all my rare metals, because I'm not getting rare metals at all. So let's turn this off. I don't want any more rare metals. Oh, so now they're going to unload. Okay. I think I was seeing that people had issues with, like, if they turned it off, like, rare metals would get lost. So I hope that doesn't happen. Because it says they're unloading. And they are going to various places, so I don't think I'm losing any, but I can't say for certain without really watching them. That's kind of boring. Yes, I know I have 12 buildings not working. We're almost there. Almost 3/4 of the way there on the mole hole. Maybe I want to put the mole hole up here, kind of away from my solar panels, so that I'm not constantly cleaning them off. And yeah. Or maybe I put it right here behind my fuel refineries and such. So from a certain angle, like these look like sharks. and like killer whales. It's like that's kind of like the eye, and that's the like the fins, and that's the back. It's funny. So this one's done. I still have 300 because our concrete level is something to keep an eye on. So I think I'm gonna put another extractor. If I can get 200.
Cable fault reported.
I don't think I can. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the concrete mechanic. I understand like why it exists, because you're pulling the regolith out from the surface, and it's not going to be like a concentrated deposit, so you have to comb the soil for the regolith. But gameplay wise, it's not the best, I will say. Because now you have these little pockets. Like, realistically, I'm not going to pull any more concrete out of this deposit anymore. So I wish there was an option that I could, like, get rid of this. But it's one of those, like, minor things that really doesn't affect my enjoyment of the game. It's just a little annoyance. A little pet peeve. Nothing to get my pantaloons in a bunch about. But a minor thing, nonetheless. Still a great game, though. I still enjoy it. And I've still been playing it almost nonstop since it released, what, like, is it 3 weeks now? 2 weeks? It was March. Almost 3 weeks. Which is saying something. And knowing Paradox and how they support most of their other games, like, I wouldn't be surprised if a couple months down the road we kind of look back at this moment and be like, wow, that was a completely different game back then. Which is a weird thing to say, but at the same time, like, Paradox is a trustworthy company when it comes to supporting their games. At least their record has shown that. So I am not as worried about what this game will look like in the near future. Just the waiting between then and now is the hard thing. So put a couple recharge stations here then. So I got so many drones that want to get charged. Yeah, we are slowly losing people to attrition here. I think like just 5 minutes ago I had like 28 vacant slots. I know I built a couple buildings, but now I'm up to like 36. But we got metals coming in. Let's bring you back down here and you can kind of help out moving waste rock over to this pile. Almost done with the mole hole. So we did need a little bit more. And maybe I had a bunch of stuff that needed maintenance. So now that our rocket's back, let's bring back some more passengers. We want engineers. Oh, yes. Genius. Yes, please. We do need botanists. Botanists. Geologists. Let's see if I have anybody better. Melancholic. Okay, yes. I don't know if I want melancholic unless I don't have a chance. Glutton is fine because I have tons of food. Yeah, I don't know if I want gambler. Glutton alcoholic, definitely not. Fit vegan, yes. I think I could use a medic. Geologist. Fit. Let's do another engineer, if we can. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's do that. What?
Pipe leak.
What happened to
reported.
you? Did you get crushed by the rocket or something? Get a little too close when it was taken off? That sucks. Okay, I swore all these were off. That's frustrating. Yeah, we're not ready for people to move into this one yet. Because I still need water and oxygen set up. And I think... yeah, I won't do that just yet. I was going to make a pipe come down here. I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Not just yet. Okay, so I'm knocking out engineers. Yeah, just because I want my production to continue. Okay, so we're almost ready for the mole hole. Once I place that, I'm actually wondering if I place it here and just land my rockets over here. That way the mole hole is central to everything. And but I think that's a conundrum for another episode. I'll chew on that and see how that goes the episode after this one. So thanks for joining us here at Maximum Dad Games. If you liked it, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If not, I will try to do better next time. Until then, I'll see you the next same dad time, same dad channel. See you later.